So today is Friday, September 10th, 2010. I received a phone call from my mother this morning explaining to me that David Rynders called her at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and told my mom that she would not be able to see my son or have any kind of visitation or communication with my child, her grandson, because Colette Dalia, Brian Cleary, and David Rynders feel themselves above the law and Judge Buckley's court order to allow visitation. I am about to call Lisa, who is Judge Buckley's legal assistant or paralegal, whatever that is, because I sent another letter letting her know that I'm really disappointed that my son will not be able to see my mother, and how disappointed I am that David Rynders, yet again, not only did he not even call me to let me know that I had to call the judge to let him know that David Rynders would not comply with the court, nor would he even return my phone calls. So I had to send something in writing yesterday, September 9th, to the court, in which case David Rynders then called my mother and said, no, you cannot see Orion. So I'm going to call Lisa at Chemung County Family Court, make sure she got my letter.
Family Court.
Hi, may I please speak with Lisa?
May I ask who's calling, please?
My name is Mary Trudell.
Hold on one moment. I'll see if she's available.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ma'am?
Yes.
She's stepped out of the office at the moment. Can I take a message?
Yeah, whom am I speaking with?
My name is Nan.
Hi, Nan. My name is Mary Trudell, and I sent the court a letter to Judge Buckley. I just want to make sure that you received it via fax.
Okay, when did you do that?
Today.
Okay. Yes, we did receive the fax today.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So they did receive the fax today. And basically the letter states, Dear Judge Buckley, David Rynders, Colette Dalia, and Brian Cleary are obviously in absolute non-compliance with this court's order. I just let him know that this is why I asked for a new law guardian for my child, because David Rynders was mine and my sister's child law guardian when we were children, and he refused us visitation with our mother, just like he's telling my mother again that she can not see my son, which is exactly what he told her in the 70s when it came to, or 80s when it came to me and my sister Kimmy. And this is the kind of behavior and complete lack of duty, complete negligence and concern and compassion and human qualities to this case. He brings nothing to this case except his biased nature and his complete lack of responsibility. I've asked Judge Buckley on December 17th, 2008 for a new law guardian for my son due to the biased nature. He refused, stating that that David Rynders was great for the case. He's been on the case all this time. He's going to keep him on the case. And I pleaded with him and I begged him. He absolutely refused. On April 29th, 2009, there was another court hearing where David Rynders was expected to appear. He did not appear on my son's behalf. He did leave a letter. However, that day, he did not hear the judge's absolute Well, I guess Judge Buckley was really appalled when he learned that Brian Cleary refused my mother to see my son for an hour at Dunkin' Donuts on Valentine's Day when she was visiting Elmira from Florida. She wanted to see her grandson a year ago, and that didn't go through then. And I'm just at my wit's end with this court. I feel like nobody has conscious or moral or respect for human rights, for family, for my son, who is a special needs kid, who is a survivor of leukemia, and who loves his mom and his grandmother and his sister, my sister, his aunt, and my family have been alienated from my son's life for absolutely no reason other than Brian Cleary and Colette Dalia and David Rynders' refusal to allow my family to be a part of my son's life, and with help of this court, Chemung County Family Court. I'm completely saddened but not at all surprised by the news today. As far as I'm concerned, my son lost. And it's very sad to me that our human rights, just basic civil human rights are just completely ignored and neglected and non-existent in Elmira, New York.